Hi, I'm Camille from Unbridely. Today I'm meeting with Cindy and her daughter Lucy from Cindy's Classic Gourmet to take a wedding venue tour of their property here, Woodburn Homestead. Come along and see the renovations they've done and also find out why they believe that offering the homestead from a Friday setup right through to a Monday pat down is the only way to go. This is Unbridely TV. So Cindy, Woodburn Homestead, how long have you guys been here?
We've been here since July 2016. This property is quite historic to South Australia. Built in 1864 by Matthew Rankin. We have actually done a lot of work to it, and certainly a lot of work with our stonemason Rick, restoring the stone. We're calling it the open air chapel. It seems to be very popular.
Absolutely, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
we love it.
So you guys just, came across this place and went, yeah, this will do?
Certainly didn't look like this, but one of my dreams, I guess, or one of my ideal places was to come up a long driveway and come upon a surprise. And that certainly happened when we drove up the driveway here. Woodburn also comprises of a beautiful homestead that we've renovated, and the homestead now sleeps 10 people, so couples can come here, hire the homestead for the weekend, have their whole complete wedding here with accommodation as well.
You're talking about the reno.
The renovations here have been quite extensive. The homestead itself has been totally renovated. We've done the gardens all around the homestead, and over here, which this was the stables that we're sitting in now, which is basically a tin shed but very rustic. We've renovated in here. It's a BYO venue, so we've built a bar. And then out the back of the property, we've also got a terrace, a big open stone fireplace, and hopefully next week we will have all new lawns.
You've managed properties in the past though, haven't you?
I have. So in the past, I have managed other venues. So we were at Mount Lofty Golf Club for a very long time, and the Vines Golf Club. And then we had our own wedding venue in Byron Bay. And then we found this place and decided that as a family we would take the plunge again. And now Lucy and Michael are now involved, and it's a family business really, and yes. I think we're all set for our future now, so I'm hoping that I might be able to retire and Lucy and Michael will take over here, which I think they might be secretly hoping for too. Just quietly. The good thing about Woodburn is that it can have a variance of things and types of weddings, types of styles that you could have here. For example, on our new lawns, which we're calling the Angus lawns, we'll be having a space there for a marquee, a beautiful marquee, which could essentially have chandeliers, big floral arrangements, but then we've also got, like today's wedding out the front here, the open air dining with the festoon lights. We can do cocktail weddings here, which are very good for inside this stable.
Like when a couple books you and, well, this property, when can they bump in, when can they bump out? Do you do more than one wedding a weekend?
We don't do more than one wedding a weekend here, because the style for this business is that couples can come here with their families, enjoy the total property. We also like to be accommodating. One thing that we do here is that we have the family recipes. So for example, you know, grandma might be really good at making cherry slice, and mum might really like to make little cupcakes, and auntie might be good at chocolate brownies. So, you know, often people like to help in weddings, and I think that there are so many rules and regulations in lots of venues that people feel that they can't be involved. And a wedding day is a really emotional, family, heartfelt day, and I think some of that's gone out the window a bit. So the family recipes allows people to bring different things, like their slices, and they come and deliver them, and then we put them together and display them in a dessert bar style thing.
That's a gorgeous idea. Can we talk a little bit about Lucy coming on board?
So I'm very proud of Lucy. Lucy was a fully qualified chef at 18, which is almost unheard of.
As Cindy said, yep, I was qualified at 18, still finished year 12, did school 3 days a week and worked almost full time as well, and attended a TAFE and got my qualification at 18. And worked in pubs and restaurants and with mum as well, and worked on a cattle station, so lived in many different states.
But Lucy, what sort of a kid before they're 18 knows that they want to cook that badly?
I think being brought up in a kitchen with mum and her business, and I think it was just in my blood.
Who's head chef?
I let Lucy be.
So you just breed your employees, Cindy, is this?
That's right.
Is the homestead automatically part of the package of booking here?
Yes. So the whole package of booking here is we have a package that is from Friday through till Monday. And the reason we do it through till Monday is because lots of venues, if they have this similar model to us, their hire is only until Sunday. And I always put myself in the position of the people that are the hirers, that if it was my daughter's wedding, I wouldn't want to be packing up after a big night and having to be out of somewhere by 10:30.
No.
Also, lots of people like to, there's a fly here, lots of people would like to have the family barbecue. I think you have to understand the wedding industry. I think you have to understand people, and you have to understand that the customer is king.
Lucy, tell us a little bit about your menus.
Right, so me and Cindy design all of our menus, and we work with each of our bride and groom to come up with something that they like, that they're happy with. Obviously there's lots of special diets as well, so catering for all the vegans and vegetarians and gluten-frees and other special diets beyond that, you know, we can put that into the menu as well and make sure that, you know, everybody's happy. So we do obviously our sit down, which we've got here set up today, and then we can do our cocktail menus. We can do kind of a mixture as well, so a cocktail menu that has, you know, your more substantial, you know, pastas and a bit more exciting little risottos and things like that, you know, that bit more filling. Generally as well, at all of our weddings we do a grazing table, so it's big Mediterranean, help yourself. Lots of cold meats and fruits and cheeses. So whenever we can, we source South Australian products to use on all of our menus, on all of our grazing tables.
We have a wedding host for every wedding. When we book couples in, we actually, Penny will make contact with that couple and discuss with them their wedding day here. She's happy to be out here for any appointments they might like to have, if they'd like to bring their parents, if they'd like to come with their celebrant, their photographer. We have recommendations for absolutely everything. All the different furniture that can be hired these days.
Well, see, this is very fancy today, Cindy. Where has this stuff come from?
Well, this is all our furniture today.
Stop it.
So, apart from the chairs that are out there, we normally have the mismatched chairs. All the other furniture in here is our furniture. This is all included in the hire fee. We have locally the Creek Cruiser. We have Mount Barker Taxis, which is part of the Deserts Cabs group. We also have the Strathalbyn Motel, and then a number of gorgeous B&Bs all around.
So you show me around?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? I'm going to have a look.
These are our beautiful new toilets just here, as you can see. So if we walk over this way, So this was the stable lawns just over here, and when we came here this was completely wrecked. We've had builders here obviously for the kitchen and the toilets, so they've completed all this. Still not finished, I might add. The cedar doors still have to go on here, and they are bifold cedar doors, and then the window there is having a covering which will be like sliding shutters on it, so we can then have winter functions as well. So this is our open air chapel, and people style this in all different ways. So today they've got the benches. We've actually had marquees placed in here. We've had all lights strung across it, wine barrels in here. We'll be having a function soon where it will be a cocktail bar. So it can be all different things to different people. So the tin that's at the end is actually only a temporary thing that's placed there, because it then leads out the back to a gazebo, fireplace, and where our new lawns will be. One thing I didn't say before is that we actually do a lot of shared platters. So we have the set menu, the shared platters, the cocktail. We can even do pizzas. So we do the grazing tables, the pizzas. So it doesn't have to be all formal. It can be very relaxed. So the area out the back is all new and a bit under construction.
Yeah, this is the expanse of grass.
Yes, this will all be lawn. We've got those gorgeous little cottages over there, which were workman cottages, and they're great for photo opportunities. So if we walk around, just around here is the Moreton Bay fig tree, and we had a horticulturalist come here. So the tree's probably at least 100 years old. And Michael built the swing there, and we've had loads of lovely photographs. What you have to understand is that, quite rightly so, they are nervous. It's their big day. It's a very emotional, emotive day. And if you understand that, and you have great people around you like Melissa and Penny here, you know, you just have to make sure they've got a drink. The girls have just made sure they've got a drink. They're now worried about the tables because it's been hot here and the greenery's died off. I'm sure in a minute one of them is going to go over there and strip one of my trees to fix this up. There are the things you could just say, oh, well, it's not my job, but it is our job, whatever it takes. It's somebody's wedding day.
So Cindy, thanks very much for showing us around. We'll see you again soon.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for coming out here. How are you, love?
Doing well, how are you?
Good, darling. Mwah. So, we've got DJ Riley here today. He's come to set up his equipment, do his thing.
You told me to dress for it.
I thought you had.